Testing, testing. 1, 2, 3. Are we on? We're on. Good morning, all you beautiful Star Wars people. Bright suns, bright suns. This morning was very emotional because we had the season finale of Obi-Wan Kenobi, and I'm at a loss for words. We have the past meeting the present, meeting the future, meeting Reva. So much to discuss. I could barely contain it. Oh, it was a pleasure talking about Obi-Wan Kenobi with you. Always remember, you can be the spark that will light the fire that will burn that evil empire to the ground. Hey everybody, welcome to another weekly group therapy session where we talk about bad Star Wars. We get through it together. All right, I gotta mention something before we continue. Last week, I was wrong. I said there were 5 stages of grief, and William Cronshaw in the comments said, no, Eric, there's a 6th stage. That's right, 6, and you're in it, and it's called laughter. After acceptance, we laugh. We laugh together at bad Disney Star Wars, so let's get cracking. All right, episode 6, season finale, here we go. It's not all terrible. There were a couple of tiny nuggets I did like, and I'm going to talk about them. But don't worry, it mostly sucked. It mostly sucked. All right, so episode 6 starts off on good old Tatooine, and we've got this like hillbilly guy. I think this was Obi-Wan Kenobi's boss, right, when they're carving up the stingray. So he's still a jerk, and he's bullying some guy selling water. And then Reva shows up, right, and she's looking fantastic in her new Jedi garb. She looks great. She's alive and walking and kicking it. And we don't know how she got there so fast or why she looks so good, but don't worry about it. We all know she had to be in this episode because it's her story. Anyway, she force pushes the water out of the bully's hand and he disappears from the scene. And then Reva, unfortunately, delivers dialogue again poorly when she says, "I'm looking for a farmer. Name's Owen." So she has like a southern accent now and still can't deliver her lines. All right, now we go to Obi-Wan Kenobi and Crushed Ice. They're on this transport that we saw in the last episode, and they're fleeing. And right behind them is a Star Destroyer with Darth Vader. Like, he's really fast. He got on his Star Destroyer, and they are right behind the transport already. And Crushed Ice explains to Obi-Wan Kenobi that they can't use their hyperdrive and get away because they have a bad motor Vader and bad power couplings. I got your power couplings right here, Kathleen Kennedy. All right, then the show shifts to Owen and a kid that does not look like Luke Skywalker. They are in a junk shop together, and the water boy from out in the street comes in and says, "Hey, Owen, Reva's in town and looking for you." Kind of like a Western thing, I suppose. And so Owen hightails it out of there back to the homestead, and the homestead looks fantastic. It was very nice to see the homestead. And Aunt Beru is there, the actress from Attack of the Clones, so very nice to see her. Owen tells Beru what's up and that we got to get out of here, we got to run, and Beru White Sun doesn't run from anyone. She is a strong woman, and she is going to pull guns out of the wall, and she's going to tell Beta Owen what's up, that we are going to stay here, we're going to wait till nightfall, because that's when Reva's going to come, and we're going to stay and fight, because Beru White Sun doesn't run away from nobody. She definitely gets her strong woman points, but it's probably a bad idea. All right, so we're back on this transport with Obi-Wan Kenobi, baby Leia, and Crushed Ice. And Obi-Wan Kenobi's saying, "Listen, guys, Vader wants me. Let me get in this little drop ship, and I'll take off from the transport. Vader will follow me and leave you alone." The Star Destroyer still can't use its tractor beam for some reason. Don't worry about that. So Obi-Wan's leaving, and he's saying his goodbyes to Leia, and he's looking kind of weak and pathetic. He does give Leia Tala's holster, and Leia's like, "It's empty." And then Obi-Wan's like, "Well, of course it's empty. You're only 10 years old." And I'm thinking, what? Princess Leia has been chased, shot at, and tortured, almost tortured, for like 5 episodes. We've all been tortured. We've been watching this shitty show. But with Leia, she's been through hell. Give her a damn blaster. Was I the only one that thought that? I don't know. So there's a lot of tears between Obi-Wan Kenobi and baby Leia, and that doesn't jive with canon. I mean, they're way too close for this to fit in with the original trilogy, in my humble opinion. Let me know what you guys think. So Obi-Wan Kenobi gets in the drop ship, goes down to a conveniently located planet right there, and Vader tells the Inquisitor, "Oh yes, we're gonna follow Obi-Wan Kenobi. So I'm going to take my ship and follow Obi-Wan Kenobi. You know, you could follow the transport and I could go down to Kenobi. No, let's just all ignore the transport. You stop, I guess, and I will take my transport down to Kenobi." I don't know. All right, so Obi-Wan and Vader meet down on this planet rather quickly, and I was expecting some badass dialogue between these two. I'm still waiting for it. But no, I think Darth Vader just asks, "Are you here to kill me?" And Obi-Wan says, "I'll do what I must." This is sort of like a nod to Episode 3. And then Vader, instead of "you will try," I think he says, "you will die." I don't know. Are they trying to rhyme on purpose? I don't know. But then the fight begins, and I was kind of disappointed. All right, so I will confess this fight is a little bit better than the one we got before, but it's still not great. Round 1 is going to go to Darth Vader. Basically, after some sword stuff, Vader uses the Force to like crack the earth and make a hole, put Obi-Wan Kenobi in a hole, and then cover the hole with dirt. And then Darth Vader's just going to walk away. I don't know why Darth Vader just left Obi-Wan Kenobi, because Obi-Wan Kenobi is going to focus on his memories. Is that how the Force works? You focus on your memories and you get powerful, and then he pushes all the rocks off, and he re-engages with Darth Vader and Force pushes Darth Vader. And in fact, now he's lifting a lot of rocks like Rey. So, Obi-Wan, maybe you can be as strong as Rey. No way that's gonna happen. Anyway, Obi-Wan Kenobi picks up rocks and throws rocks at Darth Vader, and Darth Vader's getting pelted with rocks. Okay, sure, that's all right. And in typical Star Wars fashion, we cut away from the scene I'm really interested in to go to another one. Just like in Episode 1 when I'm watching Darth Maul fight Qui-Gon and Obi-Wan, and then we cut to Jar Jar fooling around with the boobas. Is that what they're called? Here's your boobas. Those balls? I don't know. So in this episode, we cut away from the Obi-Wan Darth Vader fight to Reva. Reva does go to the homestead at night and kind of, dispatches Owen and Beru. And she's there in the pursuit of social justice. Or was it just justice? I think it was just justice. And Luke runs away scared into the desert. And Reva follows. All right, we cut back to the Obi-Wan Kenobi Vader fight, and things got a little interesting here. So Obi-Wan Kenobi is winning, doing really good, and Vader even comments at one point that, "Obi-Wan, you got your powers back." So Obi-Wan Kenobi in tight smashes Vader's chest plate thing, and Vader starts wheezing and struggling, and then Obi-Wan does the big leap where he strikes Vader's helmet, and a piece comes flying off, and we see Hayden Christensen's face, Anakin's face, on this side of the helmet, and I really like that. Things started to get a little emotional for me, bust out my tissues, and there was a little bit of dialogue here that I'm like, finally, these two need to talk it out. And so, Obi-Wan says Anakin, and then Anakin says Anakin is gone, and then Obi-Wan Kenobi apologizes. And then I liked when Anakin said, or Darth Vader says, "You didn't kill Anakin, I did." I thought that was kind of cool. They were playing with the voice a lot. I liked that. The lighting was fantastic. I did like the shot. So I'm like, okay, this is good. But Obi-Wan Kenobi just says, "Goodbye, Darth." Thought that was kind of strange. Why not goodbye Vader, goodbye Anakin? I don't know. I didn't like the choice of Darth. And then Obi-Wan Kenobi just walks away. And Vader lets him walk away, and Vader doesn't follow. Vader can't get up. Obi-Wan Kenobi can't kill Darth Vader, right? Wasn't that the mission? Vader just takes a knee and yells, "Obi-Wan, Obi-Wan," and then Obi-Wan just flies off in his transport and leaves him. Very anticlimactic fight. I don't know why it had to end. It was very, very strange. Obi-Wan is in the transport. His drop ship, not the transport, his little drop ship. He senses Luke is in trouble. He can sense, I guess, that Reva is close by to Luke. So he uses the hyperdrive that the dropship has and flies to Tatooine. And again, so the dropship had hyperdrive. Why couldn't you just get everybody out through the dropship and earlier? I don't know. All right, so during this anticlimactic fight between Obi-Wan Kenobi and Darth Vader, we've been seeing Reva tracking Luke. She does have Luke trapped. She's going to raise her sword, but she just can't kill Luke Skywalker because she sees herself as a youngling in Luke Skywalker. She just can't kill a kid. So we see that, and then when Obi-Wan Kenobi lands on Tatooine, gets to the Lars homestead, we see Reva carrying the body of Luke Skywalker. Now, we at home know that Luke's not dead, but for our characters on screen, they learn that Luke isn't dead when Reva puts him down and he starts to move. So Reva is crying, and Obi-Wan Kenobi is consoling her and tells her, your future is yours. She's worried that, am I turning into him, meaning Darth Vader? And Obi-Wan's like, no, you had a choice. You're making your choice. So the answer is no. Reva drops her $500 HasLab lightsaber that no one's going to buy. So, she does that, and her arc is complete. She turned into a good person at the end, like we all knew she would after seeing the trailer. Then we cut to Darth Vader looking all brand new and shiny, back on his throne in his castle, and he's talking to a hologram of the Emperor. The Emperor looks, I don't know, kind of young, right? I don't know what was up with that. I don't think that looked good. And Darth Vader has to pledge his allegiance to the Emperor again. So we maybe start to see that tension maybe developing, One thing before I forget, like in Return of the Jedi, when Luke tries to have Vader come to his side, Darth Vader says, Obi-Wan once thought as you do. But we never got to see that here in this series. I was expecting a point where Obi-Wan would say, Anakin, it's not too late. Come back with me. We can beat the Emperor together. But no, they just sort of ignored that. I thought that would be interesting, and that would be in line with continuity. All right, so then we cut to baby Leia. She's getting all dressed up to meet a family member or a dignitary on a landing pad. So she's getting all dressed up. She puts on Tala's holster, and she's looking more like a rebel, right? We're led to believe, her mom walks in and comments on the holster and says, oh, I like that. I like that. So baby Leia goes out to meet who's ever landing on this craft, and the door opens, and it's Obi-Wan Kenobi and Lola. Yes, Obi-Wan Kenobi, I guess, is leaving Luke Skywalker again by himself, but that's okay. All right, so what does Princess Leia do? She runs right past Obi-Wan Kenobi, right to Lola. And Obi-Wan Kenobi tells Bail Organa that if he is needed in Season 2, if Princess Leia is kidnapped again, I'll be right there for him. Yeah. And there is a nice moment where Obi-Wan Kenobi is telling Leia a little bit about her parents, about the characteristics that her mom and her dad had. And he does tell her, may the Force be with you. All right, so yeah, I think the relationship between Obi-Wan Kenobi and Princess Leia just does not jive with the original trilogy. I mean, I think Obi-Wan Kenobi and Princess Leia are tighter and more familiar with each other than Luke Skywalker and Obi-Wan Kenobi. I don't know. Some of us were predicting that Obi-Wan Kenobi was going to use like a force wipe, a memory wipe on Princess Leia, but that did not happen. So we just have to move on. I don't know. I don't think it works with the original trilogy. All right, Obi-Wan Kenobi goes back to Tatooine. We see him cleaning up his cave and packing his belongings. He's leaving his cave, and he goes to the Lars homestead to say goodbye to Owen. And basically kind of telling Owen, you're not going to see me again. I'm going to leave you guys alone. And Owen, while Obi-Wan is leaving, says, would you like to meet him? Meaning Luke. And Obi-Wan Kenobi approaches Luke Skywalker with the T-16 little model and says, hello there. And that's it for that scene. Next, we see Obi-Wan Kenobi in the desert riding his Eopie. And Qui-Gon Jinn does appear. So I was wrong. I thought they were going to give Liam Neeson the shaft. But no. Liam Neeson, Qui-Gon Jinn, appears and basically says, what took you so long, or something to that effect. And what's happening is Qui-Gon Jinn is walking, and Obi-Wan is going to follow him into this like canyon. So straight into Season 2. All right, well, that is it. Obi-Wan Kenobi, the series, it is done for now, at least Season 1. I don't know if we're going to get a Season 2. So overall, yeah, the series was just a big missed opportunity. It just felt like a series of random events. We had the Reva arc of redemption that I called way back when we saw the trailer. Oh, yeah, this is not the story I would have told given the opportunity. Now, that said, I think this is the best episode just because we do have a lot of our legacy characters here doing some interacting that was interesting. So it's good to see all of them. So for me, that made things more interesting. The Darth Vader fight, the second fight, very disappointing. I don't understand the ending. Vader just on his knees crying Obi-Wan and Obi-Wan just walking away. Yeah, very underwhelming. Yeah, but let me know what you think. What was your favorite episode in this series? I always appreciate your comments. I always answer all my comments. That's why I do this. So leave a comment. If you could leave a like, that would be great. I did notice a new super thanks option. Yeah, no pressure. You guys don't have to do that. But I do like that the option is there. So anyway, let me know what you guys think in the comments. It has been fun talking about Obi-Wan Kenobi with you. I'm sure we're going to pick up the next show. We got Cassian Andor coming up. Do you guys want me to review Cassian Andor? Oh my God. All right. Everybody have a great day, a great week. I will see you soon. And as always, I will see you on the new